One of the number one reasons why women struggle with dating and relationships today is that they choose men who are not ready for anything real. Ladies, there are lots of great relationship-ready men out here. However, you need to learn how to choose them. I wrote this book to teach you how to do just that. Get your copy of Choose Well, a simple formula to determine the best man for you on Amazon today.
Good morning. It is still morning. It's 11:45 Eastern Standard Time. And I wanted to jump on and make another video. I'm hoping this video isn't the hard conversation that we've been having, because the truth is we've been having a lot of hard conversations. And those conversations continue over on YouTube. So if you want to be a part of that bigger conversation, I want you to head over to my YouTube channel. It is Better Love Movement. And you can watch all of my videos. All of my lives are there. My reels are there. And I'm going to start making some more short form content. But everything lives in YouTube because, if I'm being honest, I am strongly considering getting rid of my Instagram and my Facebook. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it. So my business pages are attached to my personal page over on Facebook. I have two business pages for Instagram. One of them, I can't even tell you the last time I checked it. I really honestly don't get clients through it. I don't check it. But I am considering shutting social media down. And I am being very thoughtful about this decision. So I hope that by the end of the year, I can make a decision. Good afternoon. Thank you so much. I'm hoping I can make a decision and announce it on January 1st. But yeah, I'm getting pretty close. And a lot of people are like, but this is the way you're going to connect with younger people. Like, you want a younger audience. This is the way you're going to do it. And, you know, I've had a couple people offer to help me with that, but it's become evident that social media does more harm than it does good. So as much as I love looking at baby videos and kitten videos and puppy videos and baby animal videos and Christian platforms and platforms with prayers and God and all of that, I love all of that. I'm going to have to find another way to get it, because like I said, 70-80% of what's on Instagram is complete trash. I don't have TikTok. And I refused to get it because I knew from the onset that it was something that was dangerous, and, you know, I think I'm right. So, but yeah, I think I'm coming to that realization that these avenues are toxic, and I have to do everything I can in my power to protect myself and my energy. Okay, so I'm going to jump in. Entitlement is running rampant. People have entitlement issues. Okay, and I'm seeing it show up in the smallest of ways. So that's what's so wild to me, is it's not even like, I mean, we're seeing it show up in big ways, but we're also seeing it show up in small ways. And it's disturbing. Like, it's disturbing that people feel like they know you, they owe you something. It's weird. Like, it's just weird to me. And I wasn't raised like that. For instance, let me give you an example. So here's a small example of what entitlement looks like in action. If a man works up the courage to come into your DMs, or he works up the courage to, you know, approach you in real life, right? If he just works up the courage to approach a woman, he expects an outcome. He has an outcome in mind. And I'm not necessarily saying that's a bad thing, but it's his response to not getting that outcome that is problematic. right? So if he says, hey, I find you attractive, blah, 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 we should talk, blah, 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 okay. And if that woman doesn't feel comfortable giving you her phone number, like, that shouldn't be an issue at all. You are not entitled to that person's number. Like, even if you give them your number, like, because you're a stranger. You're a stranger to that person. So that's a little way that it can show up, is feeling entitled. Like, okay, well, yeah, we should talk. Here's my number. Can I have your number? And I'm like, if I don't feel comfortable doing that because I don't know you. We can talk through Instagram, or we can talk through Facebook Messenger, or I can give you a Google Voice number. Like, that shouldn't be a weird thing. That shouldn't be an issue. But for some reason it is. There is an entitlement to, if I'm doing this, you need to do this. And that's weird to me. Now, we can talk about entitlement on the big levels, right? So women feeling entitled to a man's money, feeling entitled to a certain type of date. That's what the whole coffee date is about, right? These women, I'm just going to be honest. These women feel entitled. They feel like a coffee date is beneath me. I am worth a real date at a real restaurant and not Cheesecake Factory. That is beneath me. Again, I think that's weird. I really do. And the women who are perpetuating that a coffee date is low effort, that a coffee date, you're worth more than that, girl. He don't know you. He don't know you. He don't know that yet. And as I have told ladies before that I work with, it's okay to go slow. It's okay to start down here and see things progress. It's okay to do that. But this idea that you deserve a Michelin 5-star dinner as your first date is entitlement. I hate to break it to you. It's entitlement. That you need money to even return his phone call. That you need cash apps to get your hair and nails done or buy an outfit. It's entitled. It's you clocking someone else's pockets. And it's egregious. It's unacceptable. And I can flip this scenario when it comes to men and sex, right? I can talk about the guys and their entitlement of, okay, I'm taking you out, or I'm getting to know you. I'm taking you on this date. And now I want to get sexual favors. I want to have sexual access on the first date, second date, third date. Oh, and for sure by the third date. That's apparently the societal rule, that by the third date, you should be busting it wide open. And if that's not happening, it's a problem. And to me, that's weird. Like, there's something off in your brain. If you think that you should have sexual access to a stranger, 3 dates is a stranger. And I have no problem telling people, you're a stranger. You're a stranger. If you feel offended by that, okay, I'm not really sure what to tell you, but you are a stranger to me. And I believe that people, they have this the halo effect, right? So let's say you watch me, you watch my videos every day. We have conversations, right? We're talking. And especially here on live, you all are messaging, you're sending your comments and I'm responding to them in real time. So we're talking back and forth and we're messaging each other. But you don't know me. You don't know me. You can talk to me every day on the phone and you don't know me. We can FaceTime every day for months and you don't know me. And it's this false sense of security that people fall into. And that's why women get scammed in these long distance relationships. That's why men get scammed, because it's giving you a false sense of security. That halo effect says, oh, Anita's videos are funny and she's insightful and she talks about this and talks about that. Like, you know me. But how many times do I have to remind you? You don't know me. You don't know me. You do not know me. Okay? So this idea that, oh my gosh, we've been out on 3 dates and we had so much fun and each date lasted 3 or 4 hours. I don't know you. I don't know the deepest, darkest part of your soul. I don't know you when you're going through something hard. I don't know you when your whole world has, turned upside down. I don't know you. And you all don't know me. Because if I'm being honest, I'm not going to come online. I'm not going to look my worst. I'm not going to cry on the camera. Like, that's not for you all. That's for the people who know me. Right? So when I'm at my lowest, when I'm at my worst, when I'm really going through something, that's for the people who know me. That's not for the world. That's not for the internet. That's not for my platform. That's not for my clients. That's not for my coaching clients. That's for the people who actually know me. And so, men are running around entitled. I did this. You owe me this. You're a tease. And this is the one I love the most is you don't like me because I won't have sex with you in 3 dates. You don't like me. You don't like me. You're not into me. I continue to go on dates with you. I continue to talk with you on the phone. I continue to FaceTime you. That's how I show that I'm trying to get to know you. Now, can I be real? I don't think I've ever really been instantly into anybody because I am logical and rational by nature. I am cautious by nature, right? Even if a man looks good, like if I find him physically attractive, that's called so what? Like that's a feeling. That doesn't make any sense. So I wait until it makes sense. I wait until it makes sense, and then I allow myself to feel a way about this person. But it's weird to me. People who are just meeting you, what do you think about me? Do you like me? I don't know you. I don't know you. That's really, really weird. Like, I don't know you to tell you that. And I don't know. Maybe I'm the weirdo. Maybe I'm just different. And I have thought about that. I have pondered this. Maybe it's me, y'all. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm emotionally unavailable or something. But I'm not going to throw my panties off. I'm not going to fall all over myself from one FaceTime, from one phone call. I just don't work that way. Dr. L, he told me something similar that, he was getting to know a lady and they had a FaceTime call and, talked and tried to get to know each other. And after the fact, she felt away because he wasn't falling all over her. He wasn't saying how beautiful she was. And, oh, I've never seen someone so beautiful as you. I don't know you. What? That's weird. Like y'all want it all in a week. You don't want things to naturally unfold. You don't want to build anything. And it screams. Can I tell you what it screams? It screams, I don't want to build anything. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. If you get irritated about me not giving you my real number, you don't want nothing real. You don't want nothing real. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. You don't want to build nothing. You don't want anything real. You want something to happen in a week. So thank you. But again, people ask me, where's your man? Why aren't you married? Why don't you date? Because it's weird out here. It will have you second guess yourself. It will have you think that there's something wrong with being securely attached. It will have you think that you being a normal, healthy, I'm going to take my time type of person, that you're the problem. And I know that's not the case. So I'm gonna bow out, right? I'm gonna bow out of a game, a sick, twisted game. It's like, what's that Netflix show? The crazy game, Squid Games. Oh, I'm gonna bow out. The Squid Games where people are getting killed and blown up and stabbed and shot. And that's a game I don't want to play. I don't want to play that game. I don't care how much money is tied to it. Those are risks that I'm not willing to take because people are weird and entitled. All right, let me look at some of the comments. I saw a few comments. Crazy American T-shirt says, yeah, I wish all of our people would support fan base more too, especially IG. It tarnishes black businesses. We have no freedom. IG will not allow us freedom of speech. Fan base does owner Isaac Hayes Jr. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of getting over it, y'all. I'm sorry. John_Hernandez 153 says, I think it stems more from the I love myself movement, both genders. Throw in the equal feminist movement and you end up with this. Yeah, it's horrible. It is absolutely horrible. I posted to my story some conditions of getting in a relationship. It was saying stuff like, you know, you're ready to be in a relationship when, and then there were these conditions, and it was written by Jillian. Oh gosh, what is her name? Jillian on Love. And the first one was, you're willing to ask yourself what you can give as opposed to what you're going to get. Nobody thinks about that. I ask people all the time, what are you willing to give to me or the relationship? Right? And they don't, what do you mean? What are you talking about? And I can tell you what I'm willing to give. I'm happy to share what I'm willing to give to this relationship, to this situation, if we were to go forward. They can't seem to tell me that. Because if I'm being honest, people are not interested in the giving part. They're interested in the receiving part. Anthony Gibbs 6991 says, nice disclaimer. You should be glad you're not getting dick pics. Yeah, I am. I've only gotten one in my whole 57 years of life. So something about me tells men, yeah, I better not do that. There's something about me, something about my energy or my aura that lets a man know, yeah, Anita's not going for it. I've only gotten one in 57 years. Brianne Nicole says, I think it's because so many men feel used for dates. Yeah. Crazy American T-shirt says, you are cut from a different cloth, a different breed, and these nundas, N-words, that's beneath average, get mad. All they want is ass, no attachments. Then when a woman get emotional, he bails out. Yeah, I can't do it, y'all. I cannot do it. She says, Brianne Nicole says, has a man asked you what you bring to the table? No, that's never happened either. So I've never had a man ask me what I bring to the table. And I've never had a man ask me my body count. So there's something about me, right? There's something about my energy that says grown woman, that says, don't bring that BS. Don't bring that BS over here. Right? There's something about my energy that speaks volumes. And most men, if they attempt and I say, hey, I'm not comfortable doing this, and they get a little, they get a little spicy, but they don't just lose it. They don't go all off and lose it. They don't cuss me out. They don't get violent. That has not happened to me. They go about their business. They're just and they go about their business, and that's that. So he says, wow, you look great at 57 years old. High school teacher vibes. Okay. But entitlement is everywhere. And it is basically this idea that people owe you, that they owe you. And now it's like whether you do something for them or not, right? You can do nothing for a person and they'll feel like that you owe them, like you owe them something. And I'm like, I want you to do it for the love in your heart and only do what you feel good doing, right? Do it for the love in your heart and do it to the level that you want to do it, right? So I'm going to be honest. If I was a man right now in 2025, so I'm a man in 2025, number one, I am walking up to every woman I find attractive, period, point blank. period. I'm walking up to every woman I find attractive. I'm having cards made, and those cards have my name. They have my number on it. They might have a cheeky saying on it, but I'm walking up to every woman I find attractive, and I am kicking game. I am kicking game. I'm finding out a little something about her. I'm finding out if she's in a committed relationship. If she doesn't have a ring on, maybe she's married and doesn't have a ring on. But I'm finding out something about her. And the moment she's like, nope, not interested. I'm married. I got a man, blah, blah, blah. All right, beautiful. Well, it was wonderful talking to you. It was wonderful getting to know you. But you look like someone that I should know, that I should get to know better. That's it. And I am going about my business. I don't have a hurtful, evil bone in my body to say anything negative. Yes, I'm approaching a woman with an outcome in mind. But if I don't get it, I'm moving on. I'm moving on to get it from somewhere else. That's it. Okay? If she says, I don't feel comfortable with you picking me up at my house, no problem. We can meet here at this time, at this place. I don't feel comfortable giving you my phone number. Okay. Oh, I want you to have my Instagram. I don't have Instagram. Do you have a Google number? Do you have an email? Do you have an email address? I'm willing to take your email address. Do you have an email address? Do you have a Google number? The last thing I would want to do in this entire world is make a woman feel unsafe or not secure. Ladies, that is the biggest red flag ever. If a woman tells you, as a man, gentlemen, I don't feel safe doing that. I don't feel comfortable doing that. And you push forward, just go on about your business. This is what I keep telling women, go on about your business. If that man is pushy, if that man is trying to sell you or talk you into something that you just said no to, that's the most dangerous man in the world. I keep telling y'all this. The most dangerous man in the world is a man who won't accept your no. I keep telling you this. And whether it's because you're desperate, whether it's because you're lonely, whether it's because he's tall or he looks good, y'all just float right past that. This man did not take your no. He's going to talk you into it. He's going to change your mind. He's going to shame you. He's going to make you feel guilty. I know all the tactics, boo-boo. I've been doing this a long time. You act like I fell off the turnip truck last night. If you don't accept my no, we good. We good. Okay? That's the biggest red flag of all. I don't feel comfortable. I'm not ready for that. I don't know you well enough. You're still a stranger to me. And I say it cheeky. I say it with humor in my voice. And if you do not accept that, we good. We good. So understand. Brianna Nicole says women have entitlement bad nowadays. Very much. But if I'm being honest, it's on both sides of the fence. We're not just going to throw women under the bus today. It's on both sides of the fence. But women, they don't believe in love anymore. And so in their mind's eye, if they're going to deal with a man, they're going to get something out of it. They don't believe in love. They don't believe a man can love them. They're being actually taught that. They're actually being taught that men can't love. Men can't be faithful. Think about it. If you were told that men can't love, men can't be faithful, men can't be trusted, men are dangerous, you're only going to see men as something to use. And that's a lot of women. And I just don't believe in that. I have guy friends that I love. I have a son that I love. I have father that I love, my grandfather, my uncles, my cousins, my brother. I just don't believe that. I think it's really sad. I grew up with all these men in my life that their only existence, this is what they made me believe, that their only existence was to protect me, to provide for me, to guide and direct me. And they're still doing that to this day. And yet today's women want me to hate men. I can't do that. And it's not because I haven't been hurt. It's not because I haven't been let down. It's not because I haven't been disappointed. But thankfully, I've never been assaulted by a man or sexually assaulted by a man or, thankfully. I had one boyfriend, we got into a fight and he slapped me. That was the closest, that was the closest I would say. Outside of that, no. I've never had men just clean go off or try to stalk me or attack me or anything like that. That has not been my experience. And that definitely wasn't my family experience. I was not molested as a child. If anything, like I said, my uncles, they didn't play. They did not play. They were like, make sure you have on clothes before I come in. Tell somebody if you're getting out of the shower. They did not play. Don't sit on my lap. Don't do this. They did not play. My male family members did not play. They were like, no. If I ever tried to kiss them too close to their mouth, no. Like they did not play that. They were like, nope, that's wildly inappropriate. They even taught me like what to do and what not to do. So I'm finding out that that's actually pretty unusual, that a lot of women don't have that experience. And so they can't relate. They're just like, no, the male family members, in my family were always after me, always trying to touch me, always trying to do this, always trying to do that. They didn't have a father, or they didn't have a masculine father. They didn't have a grandfather. They didn't have healthy uncles or male cousins or, it's really sad. And I hear these stories from women and my heart goes out to them. And if I'm being honest, sometimes I'm not sure what to say. Because again, if that's all you know, if that's all you've heard, if that's all you've seen, that's a hard sell. That's a hard sell to try to teach a woman to trust men. That's a really hard sell. So I get it. I really do. I really do. Where can I send my card? Okay. Yeah, I tell men, you're going to make up a set of cards. You're going to, and you can make it a color. Like if you really, I know a guy friend, I love him to death because he's very creative. He's very confident. So he made the card a beautiful blue color, right? So it would stand out in a woman's mind. He says sometimes he'll change the color up, but he made a card. It's a beautiful blue color. It has his picture on it, y'all. It has his picture on it. Like, he is adorable. When I tell you, he's adorable. It has his picture on it. It has his name. It has his phone number. I want to say, I might have his Instagram handle. Like, it might have his Instagram, and then it has this little cheeky saying on it. But yeah, he walks up to women all the time. He's like, I'd love for us to see each other again or to talk outside of here. And he gives them that card. And he says, you're welcome to give me your information too if you feel comfortable doing that. But if you don't, I get it. And when I tell you, baby boy has not failed yet. Like, he has an abundance of options. An abundance of options because he's confident. He knows what he wants. He's very intentional. And he hasn't found his wife yet. And I have my own reasons for that. I have my own psychology behind why that is, why he has not found his wife. But it is not for a lack of options. That's what I'm going to say. He has options. He has a lot of options. He's funny. He's really smart. And yeah. So I'm putting y'all on game. No, you're not. 96% failure rate hurts like hell. Most guys view you as high maintenance at first glance. So most guys usually know you require marriage. And that is true. I had a couple of dudes back in college say that. Like, I was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over them, right? There was one guy in particular at Morris Brown that I just was crazy about. And we had a kind of a friendship, we studied together and had kind of a friendship. But, one of these days I cornered him and I was like, what's up? How come you don't like me? Right. And he's like, I like you. He said, but I'm not ready for anything real. He said, and I know you're not a woman to play with. Like, you're not a plaything. You're someone's wife. Like, he told me that. You're someone's wife, and, right now I'm not looking for a wife. So I know better than to try to play with you. Like, you're not to be played with. So I appreciated that. I had another guy after college tell me something similar. So I was like, okay, clearly, I'm giving off that vibe. And then I met my husband. I met the man who was like, you're my wife. So clearly there must be something to that. Brianne Nicole says, I hate to say this, but a lot of men out here don't really care. They are more so looking for short term. Yeah. And so because of that, that's another reason why my inboxes are not open. I am not open to dating or courtship or any of the like, because if I'm being honest, like, I can see right through that. Most men don't want anything real. They are anti-marriage. And I mean, it's just, like I said, if you know me, if you know my platform, why would you step to me and present something that everybody in the whole entire world knows that I don't do? Like, what? Like, you're going to come to me and, I don't believe in marriage. Okay, well, why are you talking to me? Go on about your business. So it's weird. People are weird. In this day and age, hookup culture is dead strong. Yes, sirree. Thank you, sis, Black brother. Have it rough. Well, I know they do. I feel bad for y'all. I see the women out here. I see how immodest. I see the hair. I see the makeup. I see the nails. Oh my God. Can I go ahead and offend some people? I see the tattoos from head to toe. The tattoos from head to toe. So the face, the neck, the bosom, the tummy, the arms, down the legs. Like, yuck. I don't see any beauty in it at all. None. I don't care what the tattoo is of. I don't care if it has colors or not. I don't care how pretty they think. It's ugly. You're putting bumper stickers on a Ferrari. It's horrible. And gentlemen, it screams of a woman's trauma. Her whole life story is tattooed on her body. So pass. There are a lot of women out here that they go through something and they get a tattoo. They go through something and they get a tattoo. They think they're in love, they get the man's name. Then they're not in love, then they have to cover the name up. It screams trauma. It screams daddy issues. It screams I have problems. So I know this is not a popular message. I know it's not. But avoid women with obvious tattoos. Maybe if she got her initials on her wrist. Maybe if she got, a little something in the back of her neck. Like, where it's placed matters. What it is matters. How big it is matters. But I tell y'all to avoid it. Avoid it. But y'all got it real bad. Y'all got it real bad out here. I'm not even going to sit here and act like brothers don't have it as bad as sisters. Everybody's got it bad. Because people are entitled. They think that just because like I said, my friend, he's like, you don't owe me anything, right? Me stepping to you is my decision. That's my decision. That's my choice to step to you. And to see, if there's anything there, or if you'd be interested in talking, and if there isn't, or if you're taken, or if you're not interested, he's like, all right, great meeting you. He doesn't give that person his card, but if they're like, maybe, or, and then that's when he pulls out the card. He's like, all right, well, I want you to think about it, right? His picture is on there, so you can remember who it is you talked to, which I thought was really cute. And some people he never hears from again. And he doesn't feel a way about it at all. But because this life and this world is so weird, and people feel like you owe them. I mustered up the courage to step to you. I mustered up the courage to DM you, and you owe me. And I told you, ladies, let me tell you ladies this. If you ask questions and it's a problem, go about your business. That's weird to me. I'm asking you questions because I don't know you. I don't know anything about you. And let me tell you how this is going to go. The men are going to first, they're going to try to joke it away. Oh, you curious, ain't you? You ask a bunch of questions. See, that's how it's going to come off. Then it's going to turn into sheer irritation. You're asking all these questions. What's up with that? What's wrong with you? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Like, that's it. That's it. Just go about your business. But y'all keep pushing forward. What did I say in my video? Y'all keep trying to make it work. I don't believe in making it work. Let me go here. Even if you are legally married, I don't believe in squishing square pegs into round holes. I don't. What people don't realize is when you come into couples therapy, we're going to resolve these issues one way or another. And what's some of the ways we can resolve the issues? We can have better understanding for each other. We can learn how to communicate better. We can learn how to be in healthy conflict. We can also realize that we are just not compatible. We can also realize that one of us is doing more work than the other. We can also realize that we are not committed to each other like we thought. We can also realize that the marriage isn't going to make it. That's a resolution. The marriage ending is a resolution. The marriage continuing and flourishing is a resolution. But see, when people come to me and they say, we just need to stay together at all costs, you got the wrong person. That's not my job. That's not my job to keep your crappy marriage together. You can do that, and you don't need me for that. You can do that on your own. But no, I'm going to seek some resolution one way or the other. So sometimes the resolution is letting people go on down the road, letting them continue with their life, letting them do whatever it is that they've been doing for however they've been alive. And be okay with that. Be okay with that. But stop expecting something. Stop being so entitled. The truth of the matter is this, and this is what y'all don't like and don't want to hear, and I'm going to say it anyway. No one should be dating if you have no intent to make that person your husband or wife, or at least find out if they could be your husband or wife. Dating is not recreational. Sex is not recreational, right? These things are not for fun. They're not recreational. They should be purpose-driven. And the problem is too many people out here are not purpose-driven when it comes to relationships, when it comes to their emotions and their emotional health. They'll take all kind of risks. They'll take risks with their emotional and mental health that they wouldn't take with their money. It's so interesting to me how intentional men are when it comes to their money. It's so interesting to me how intentional and purpose driven they are. And they will go to these, different websites and go to these different YouTube channels, and they'll go to different talks. And if it's dealing with their work, if it's dealing with their money, if it's dealing with their business. But then when it comes to relationships or sex, it's all a game. It's just one big game. It's just one big, whatever happens, happens. I don't know. It's like putting their dick on the crap table, just throwing craps. I'm sorry. I don't work like that. My entire life is purpose driven. That's what is consistent about me. And I think people get frustrated by that because I've had some people say, well, can you turn this off? I'm sorry, turn what off? Can you turn this part of you off? Can we just have fun? Okay, this conversation we're having is fun. Me asking you questions to get to know you is fun. That's my kind of fun. Diving deep into the depths is fun. But most people don't want to go that deep. They are as shallow as the kiddie pool. So I'm not interested. I'm good. Like I said, all the friendships that I have, all the people that really know me, they already know this. They already know this, and when they have those days where they're like, you know what, I'm going to call up Anita and have the deepest conversation of my life, or I'm going to bring up something that I got going on in my life, and she's the perfect person that'll help me figure it out. And then there's plenty of days where they're like, yeah, I really ain't trying to have it. I'm really not trying to talk that deep, or I'm really not trying to go that deep. And then they call somebody else. And that's okay. I always tell them that, yeah, call somebody else. If you don't want the truth, if you don't want to be held to a standard, like if you don't want to hear some hard stuff, I'm probably not the person to talk to about this. And that's okay. And I tell them, please don't ask me to be something different. Don't ask me to be someone different. Like this is it. This is what it is. And the person that knows me, knows the inner me, right? Sure, there's plenty of times, plenty of days where nothing's going on. Life is being lived. We're not talking about anything deep or anything like that. But yeah, they're like, oh, okay. But again, I had a client actually tell me this the other day. She said, Miss Anita, people like the idea of you. They like the idea of you. And then when they get to know the real you and they see that level, that, oh boy, I'm going to have to climb up to the highest level, and figure out how to maintain it. Like I can do it for an hour, but I can't maintain it. Like I can't live at that level. And that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people when it comes to my businesses, when it comes to how I keep my home. I'm in a kind of a fall cleaning right now. So I'm switching over the clothes and I'm doing a fall cleaning and I'm donating a bunch of stuff. And yeah, that's kind of the level that I live on. I'm constantly shedding skin. I'm constantly growing and getting better. Like that is me. And I'll have these pockets where nothing is happening, right? So when I'm done with this fall cleanup, I'll have a pocket, probably in October, November. I have to go to Atlanta in October, but I'll have a pocket where nothing is going on, right? I'll probably be finishing up my book. My book will be at the editors. I'm trying to get it out in time for Black Friday. So I'll have pockets where I'll be chilling, right? I'll be chilling more. Hopefully my foot is healed by then so I can get back to my cardio routine. But yeah, what you see is what you get, like pretty much all the time. But yeah, she said they like the idea of you, but not really you, because they can't maintain that level all the time. So it's a place they want to visit. They just don't want to live there. And I'm like, okay, I get it. I totally get it. But just know this, people you see online, content creators, influencers, people that you follow, you think you know them and you don't. You don't know them and they don't owe you anything and you don't owe them anything. I always thank you all for watching these videos. I thank you for supporting the platform. I am forever grateful. The reason why I don't ask for donations, I don't ask for super chats or stickers. I ask you to become a member because I believe that has some benefit to you. But I don't beg for likes or thumbs. I don't do that because in my mind, you don't owe me anything. You don't owe me anything. I am honored for you all to watch these videos. I'm honored for you to take away something from it. I really believe that. And trust me when I tell you, God is taking care of me. That's why I say I just don't get these entitled people. When I tell y'all God is covering me, God is taking care of me, I'm good. I'm good. Now he can ramp it up a little. He can ramp it up a little. We've been talking about that. You can turn it up just a little bit. But God is taking care of me out here, y'all. It could be so much worse. My life is good. My life is really good. And I can only let someone come into it whose life is also really good, right? And together, our lives are amazing. That's it. Okay? If you was offered a reality show deal with your practice where you bring in couples or offer premarital counseling, would you do it? So the thing about that is I have no problem. I mean, the show, either hosting a show or doing a show like that, that's kind of the top of the mountain for me. So that is one of the highest goals that I have, to actually do a show. And I would only put so much of my personal life in that show. So that might create a problem because I wouldn't let them come home with me. And then you have the whole issue of people would have to sign off, like they'd have to release the fact that, okay, we're going to talk about our marriage issues on this show. But yeah, if everything legally panned out, I would love it. I would love to do it. That's another opportunity to help more people and to get my voice out there. I would love doing that. That would be amazing. My only caveat is you can't come home with me. Like, I'm not opening up my home. I'm not doing all of that, because I do believe that energy comes in. And that's why a lot of couples who do these reality shows, the relationship doesn't last. So all those energies come into your home, come into your marriage, and it ruins your marriage. Like, you're really taking a chance doing that, opening your life up to reality TV. But those people have a lot of problems. They have a lot of problems because they're inviting all of this negative energy into their home. My home is my sanctuary. It really is. It is a beautiful place. My office is a beautiful place. I'm going to show you all part of my office. Like, my home is just absolutely gorgeous. This is my office. The other side of this is my daughter's bedroom. My daughter that's away at college, that's her bedroom. It's also our guest room. It's our guest room. Beautiful. Like, my home is beautiful. When I tell you, I could take you into my room right now. My room is beautiful. I make sure I hand choose every piece of art, everything that goes on the walls, every little trinket, every little thing, every little detail in here. I personally chose it, and it brings me joy. It is beauty. It brings beauty into my environment. That's very, very important to me. So I can't imagine having a set of cameras and a boom guy and the sound guy. I can't imagine having that come into my home because my home is very peaceful. It's very light. The energy is good here, and I don't want to ruin it. So yeah, but I'd love to do it. If they want to go with me to work, great. And if people sign off to have their business put out there, great. You'll get to see some of the crazy stories that I hear and see. So, and it is TV worthy. Let me tell you, some of the things that I see and hear are TV worthy. Like, they would keep you all tuned in every week. I wonder what's going to happen with so-and-so. Because that's what I be thinking. When their session is over, I just hold my breath until the following week or 2 weeks. And the first thing I say is, okay, so what happened after our last session? Like, I try to get a update. What happened after our last session? What happened with this? What happened with that? It will keep you on the edge of your seat. My business is one of the reasons why I don't watch television, because my life is television. Okay, so I would love it. Anthony Gibbs 6991 says, you the first beautiful content creator who doesn't have to show skin and you're behind every 2 seconds. Thank you so much. I refuse. Like I said, my body is for my husband and me. That's who my body is for. I get to look at my body every day. And when I'm married, my husband will get to look at my body every day. That's it. Like, I don't need y'all's validation. I know what I look like. I know what I got. And when I'm married, he'll know what I got. So, yeah, I wish more women would rely on their talent. They would rely on their intellect. But can we be honest? The sexual route is like going from A to Z in 5 seconds. That's why they choose it. They choose the beauty route and the sexual route because it'll get you where you want to go in 5 seconds. Crazy American T-shirt says that would be great reality show. I'm your #1 fan. Thank you. Yeah, I would love to do that. And I'm always pitching. I'm in several casting email threads. I'm waiting to hear back right now for an audition that I had the first week of August. I did not realize how long this process took. So I'm learning more about this business, that it could take months, if not years. It's really wild, but it takes a while. So I'm waiting to hear back about something that I have going on, an audition that I did. But it takes a while. It takes so long, y'all. It takes so long. It takes so long. So I'm learning about that. I'm learning about production. I have a pilot that I'm trying to get made. It's called Blind Date. And, I'm learning about the production end of things. And if I want to try to produce it and how much it's going to cost and finding actors. And I mean, so much. It is so much. I had no idea. So that's why I go to film festivals, because I want to meet people and I want to learn about the industry and production and all of that. So that's why I've been doing that. So that's just a dream. That's a goal that I have far out there. That's one of my goals. But yeah, I want you all to stay safe out here. Stay safe. Number one, I want you to limit the amount of social media that you have coming into your mind, coming into your soul, coming into your heart every day. It is dangerous. Okay. Number two, I want you to have good people in your corner that you can check in, right? When something happens and you're like, okay, what is happening? Is it me? Like, you can check in with that person and that person's like, nah, it's not you. It's not you. It's these people out here, right? Because they will have you second guess yourself. They'll have you believing there's something wrong with you. And you're like, well, is it me? Am I not up to date? Because I feel like this is normal. But have good people in your circle. Have good people in your life that can keep you grounded. They can say, no, it's weird out here. People are entitled. They think that you should, provide them with this or that if they give this or that. And, that it's very transactional, right? So, yeah, it's weird out here, y'all. It's like so weird. And this is so new. Because just like 5 short years ago, right? I could go on a date. I could go on 2 or 3 dates. That person's like, wow, we're really vibing and I'm really liking you. And, do you want to just see each other? And I'm like, sure, and I mean, just like that, we slide into now we're exclusively dating. Then we become committed. Like, we just slide into, okay, this is going exactly where we want it to go. Those days are over. Those days are over. You have some broken, traumatized, confused people out here that the littlest thing, oh, forget it. Oh, that's all right. Oh, you took too long. Oh, you said this. Oh, you said that. I'm like, wow, what is happening? The lack of grace, the lack of patience. It's a thing. It's a thing. But you know what? No one's going to rush me. No one's going to make me do anything I don't feel comfortable doing. No one's going to guilt trip me or make me feel bad about that. Like, last I checked, that's not going to happen. I'm going to be me. And the people that get it, and the people that don't. So, yeah, just please be mindful. Be mindful. Okay? Because it's getting rough out here. He said, hire me to handle production equipment and just buy me a beer, no charge. Okay. If it comes to be, I will. Because like I said, I'm trying to get this pilot produced. But yeah, it's so weird out here, y'all. It's weird. So I'll keep y'all posted about Instagram and Facebook because I'm getting really close. And I'm also going to be entering a season where I need to stay focused. Like, I'm getting ready to relocate. I'm trying to find my land. And once I procured my land, I have to clear it. I have to get it ready for utilities and all such, and then, I have to get my tiny homes, and it's just, things are going to start moving at lightning speed. So I'm going to have to be really focused come January. And if I could just focus on my YouTube channel. So that would be the only thing I would have. I would have my YouTube channel. I would have Skool, that you're welcome. Like I keep telling you all, you can get 30 days free. All you have to do is email me at info@betterlovemovement.com. come into Skool and learn the skills, learn the tools to be healthy in a relationship. Learn all of the things that I teach to my clients about how to show up in a healthy relationship. Whether you are single, whether you are in a relationship, like there is something for you to learn in Skool. But I think that's really all I'm going to focus on. And I may keep writing. Maybe I'll write a book a year. That's another thing I thought about doing is, write a book a year and promote your books. Keep Skool going, keep your YouTube channel, but kind of walk away from social media. I think I'm done with it. I think I'm over it. So we'll see. I'll let you all know come the end of December, January. But thank you so much. I appreciate you all for rocking with me. I always tell people who don't like what I have to say, you don't like what I talk about, you don't have to be here. You don't have to watch my videos. You don't have to comment under them, right? You're not hurting my feelings. You're not hurting. I've had people recently, I'm going to unfollow or I'm going to unsubscribe. Okay. Like you're not hurting my feelings. You know that, right? We are cool. You can go on about your business and we're going to be just fine. Because again, it is not my right. I don't have a right to you, your likes, your comments or anything. That is not my right. You have a choice. And if you don't like what I'm saying, you don't like what I'm talking about, leave me alone and we good. Okay, that's all. All right, you all have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here on Instagram, but this video is now going to be posted to YouTube, and that's probably always where you're going to be able to find me. All of my long form content is there and my reels are there. But I hope you have a great rest of your day, and as always, stay open to love.